everyone, and welcome back to another video on Pocket Incoming. So actually it's been a while since I've made my last video, and the reason is I was too preoccupied with work, and so I couldn't really make videos for the game. I was playing the game, however, though, like doing all of the dailies, getting all of the Bid War Pokemon. So today's video will be mostly an update on my account, where I'm thinking of going in the future with this account, and also a very interesting topic about whether or not ice and grass Pokemon type work together in probably a future team. So when I started playing this game, I heard that White Kyurem was going to be the next best Pokemon, and so I made White Kyurem. Now the problem is, during that time, I heard that ice grass was going to be a big thing in Pocket Incoming. Like, ice-type Pokemon and grass-type Pokemon have many things in common. They are going to synergize with each other, and it's going to be a very competitive Pokemon team that you can make. But when I actually started putting the Pokemon together, I realized that that is not the case. Many skills of ice-type Pokemon and grass-type Pokemon actually directly contradict each other. For example, Shaymin is an excellent healer in grass-type teams and is almost essential for any grass-type team. So you want Shaymin in an ice-grass team as well to heal the grass teammates. On the other hand, Shiny Mega Abomasnow is a very essential ice-type Pokemon because it creates the icy weather, which increases chances of freeze and does damage, similar to Shiny Mega Tyranitar. However, if you put these two Pokemon in the same team, you realize that you can't actually utilize Shaymin or Abomasnow to their full power, because you can have only one type of weather active at a particular time. If you have Abomasnow's weather active, you get the DPS from his hail type weather and freeze type, like the probability of freezing, etc. But then you lose out on all of the healing from Shaymin's sunny weather type. However, if you have Shaymin's sunny weather type, you get all of the healing, but what you don't get is actually all of the DPS and freeze from Abomasnow's weather. Another very important piece of the puzzle is the vines or the constrict debuff that grass type Pokemon apply on enemy Pokemon. So this is like, you need to grass type Pokemon, and it prevents the enemy Pokemon from moving and leads them to like wasting their turn. If you use ice type Pokemon with grass type Pokemon, you want to use White Kyurem because it's like the SS for ice and dragon types. And White Kyurem has this flame shield thing that when an enemy Pokemon attacks White Kyurem, or a Pokemon that's basically protected by White Kyurem, it gets burned. And what happens is, some of these grass constricts can then not be applied because the burn from White Kyurem actually removes the grass type debuffs. So for example, if you were to run a full grass team, in that case you would be able to take like advantage of all of the constrict vine debuffs, which you can't if you're running an ice grass team. However, there are some benefits to this as well. Like, not all hope is lost. For example, if you run like an ice grass team, or if you want to really run an ice grass team, you would probably have enough crowd control or debuffs from the freeze from White Kyurem and probably Ice Rider Calyrex, and maybe some of the constrict or vines from the grass type Pokemon. And then finally, you obviously want the grass type attacker, which is Shiny Mega Sceptile SMS, which is coming, well, this month, which is another reason why you would want to run Shaymin, because as I have said before, that Shaymin is essential for Sceptile, because Sceptile gets its maximum damage output if it gets the crit rate or the heal rate from Shaymin. There's also other Pokemon like Shiny Mega Venusaur, which give heal rate, which can be beneficial for Sceptile. However, I think like Sceptile needs Shaymin to fully function properly. Also, another thing is if you get the held item for Sceptile and other crit buffing runes and chips, you would probably like reach the maximum crit rate, and you probably don't need Shaman. But remember, Shaman's heals are great for the entire grass team as a whole. Now regarding my team, I want to get a high place in the Shiny Mega Sceptile Bid War because I want to 8-star him, obviously, to start with. And then I'll probably go on to 8-star the other members. And what I'm running is more of like a Dragon Grass team. And also I'm not using Abomasnow because I want to take full advantage of Shaman's Weather so that Sceptile can do as much damage as he possibly could. So let's see how that pans out. I'll be making more videos, so stay tuned. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.